How did you meet your significant other?
Olivia and I met in freshman year of high school, and she sat in front of me in my English class, and the teacher, he would sell these like Slim Jims, and they were $1, and like almost every day she would ask to borrow $1 from me, and I'd be like, sure, because I was simping a little, but then I'd be like, hey, like, you owe me like $5, and she's like, no, I paid you, and I'm like, no, and basically she was stealing money from me.
What is your favorite memory with your significant other?
So we were going to a basketball game with our friends this one time, and it had been raining all day, and we were like leaving Five Guys, and there's this like grassy area, and he went to run in the grass, but then he slipped in the mud and he couldn't get up. He just kept falling.
What are your top 3 favorite things about being single?
No one can tell me what to do, and I'm not spending money on anyone but myself. And my happiness is my own. And I'm on the market in case Matthew McConaughey, James Dean Morgan, or Harry Styles wants to hit me up.
Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day?
We ordered a charcuterie board from Boards by Anna. We're gonna get Taco Bell, and we're probably gonna just go watch movies.
What was one of the most memorable moments with your wife that you can share, and we'll put it on a Valentine's Day special?
The first time I met my wife, I was a clown in a carnival on stilts. She met me, and then a year later when I walked into a bar, she said, "You're the clown," and I fell in love with her and married her. But I remember the day that I knew I was in love with her and I would marry her. I could tell you what she was wearing, I could tell you what she smelled like, I could tell you what she looked like, and there hasn't been a bad day since.
What's your favorite memory with your wife?
The day I asked her to marry me. We were in Las Vegas. I tried to do something special, and we planned it out so that we were on a gondola at the Venetian, and she didn't see it coming. I know she didn't, because I stood up on the boat, and when I did, I almost fell off of the boat. The guy laughed, and it was like this big thing, but there was people up on the bridge that were throwing flowers down at us. Like, it was like a whole thing that was planned. But when I saw her eyes, and she just immediately flooded with tears, and it was such a genuine feel and such a real connection. That was one of my favorite moments ever.
What are your 3 favorite things about being single?
I can eat whatever I want, I can go wherever I want, and I can do whatever I want with my body, and no one will. Well, my mom wouldn't like it, but still, the point still stands. I won't get judged.
What is your favorite memory with your wife?
My favorite memory with my wife, I mean, other than the birth of our 2 children, which is obviously going to be the go-to, would have to be one. The other good memory from our honeymoon also was, like, we were down there in the middle of a hurricane for the most part. So it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. Rain every now and then. And we ended up underneath like the little pavilion of the resort, and they had this like music trivia thing going on, and because I have that trivia thing, we ended up winning. It was like back and forth with some girl from like England or something like that, like, and we ended up winning like a photo shoot on the beach. So we have like these really crazy pictures that kind of look like a cologne ad or something like that.
What's your favorite memory with your wife?
You know, the honeymoon was probably my favorite because when we left that morning, we didn't know where we were going. We did things different back then. And we pulled out of the driveway and I said north or south. And she said, well, we've been south, we've been to Florida, we've never been north. How about New England? So we went that way, and it was just day by day, night by night. We didn't know where we were gonna go, where we were gonna end up. That's probably my favorite.
Awesome. Do you have any plans for Valentine's Day?
Yeah, and he soiled my plans. I bought a charcuterie board from Boards by Anna, but I paid her on Venmo, and Jim knows how much I appreciate a good cheese. So he said, where are you buying third-party cheeses, and why? You know, why do you have to spend money on outside cheese? And I was like, I didn't know what he was talking about at first, and then I went to my Venmo and I was like, you mother. So I had to tell him. I said I bought us a charcuterie board. I thought it'd be really nice to have like a family date with a cheese board, which I'm still very excited about. And now thanks to Samantha and Karen Sepko, I have 4 bottles of wine.